You've made it to your intermediate evaluation. I've already picked out a few of you to keep my eyes on. One cookie says little, but always says what is necessary. One seems to have nothing but jokes, but is indeed rather clever when the time comes for it. Yet another doesn't seem trying too hard, but is excellent getting high assessment scores. What do you think, Pandakapanya Cookie?
None of them reach the standard required for the E&D. They're all lacking.
Have you ever considered that they may be able to make up for each other's weaknesses?
It doesn't quite feel right that you're the one saying that, since you more than anyone here use your colleagues as a means to
It hurts me that you'd say that when I do far more than the balanced department than almost any cookie here.
You've always got to get the final word in, don't you? Same as when you started.
I'm not the fresh new hire you seem determined to remember me as, Pandakapanya Cookie. Or have you forgotten that I'm in charge of your performance evaluation?
Who cares about your subjective evaluations since I get the job done?
Hello, everyone. Getting some good work done. Timekeeper Cookie, you're looking quite tired. I can't say I've ever seen you sigh like that. I can't keep up with this anymore! Rush through the results of the entrance assessments! What? But there's several parts of the assessments left. We haven't even been to all the divisions yet.
They haven't been assessed for my division yet. Aren't you pushing things a bit too much, Timekeeper Cookie?
That's your issue to deal with. We need to finalize new hires yesterday or even earlier! It appears my concerns were right if the director is going so far as to say that. Pandakapanya Cookie, this is my formal request to you as head of the Cookies Resource Division. Please accept as many new recruits as you deem possible. If necessary, I'll handle all official tasks that requires paperwork.
There's no room for mistakes in a time. Who will handle the consequences if something goes wrong after we hire a bunch of unprepared cookies?
If I recall your report, the test for the Emergency Neutralization Division involved trying out new equipment and discussing how the interns would handle an emergency situation, correct? I know your division has made several requests for replacements for old equipment. I'll do whatever's in my power to make sure your request gets approved. What do you say?
I've changed my mind. If we absolutely must take on new hires, I'll prepare a different assessment.
You remember the trouble we went through needing to trim all the timelines that resulted in a cookie nearly getting pulled into a time rift, don't you? For a cookie who's so cautious when it comes to the interns, you seem quite harsh on your direct colleagues. Very well, we'll go about things in our ways. Judge our interns based on the Emergency Neutral Division standard, even if it means rejecting them all. However, I will make my own judgments based on Cookie's resources standards and uncover every grain of sand recognized. You'll have no choice but doing that I was right after seeing the final hiring decision.
Do whatever you want. This rate I'd be better off going in alone than babysitting a bunch of freshly baked cookies that don't have their wits about them.
I hope you never come to regret that decision. I say this simply out of concern for your well-being. Where are the records from where Coffee Candy Cookie was promoted from a trainee to a full-time employee?
Why are you snooping through records from my division?
It's touching how protective you are of your colleagues. Don't worry, nothing under the table. Everything's happening right on top of it. I intend to review records of our previous successful new hires and use them as a baseline to select cookies receiving similar results in their assessments. Help me find the records from your division.
It's been a while since I've seen you so invested in your work.
Well, it doesn't seem like Pandakapanya Cookie has any intention of being cooperative. I know how dire of a situation we're in, so it leaves me no choice but to do this work myself. This wouldn't be an issue if everyone had just pulled their own weight around here.
You seem really upset.
It's just frustrating how the leader of one of our key divisions seems completely blinded by what we await us. So do you think I don't care about the E&D? I'm the one who scattered the most because cookies, but you too summer to realize that there's more than one way to protect this team.
You pointed out the director looked tired earlier, but you don't exactly look so well of yourself. It's great always working hard for it, but you should be careful. You know beyond all of us if you collapsed on it.
It'd be really bad look for the Cookies Resources Division if things continue the way they are. The whole department fell apart.
What do you say to taking a small break? We can go to the department cafe and have some hot chocolate.
Well, I'll be. Is this your attempt at consoling me? How kind of you. For the first time being, though, I have more work to get done. If you try to stop a temporal emergency after it's already occurred, it's often too late. Finally, the thing I asked for! I've been waiting for this, you know? This rock, the millennial tree, was found in the tropical Soda Islands. Is that right? I'd bet it's a result of Choco Cookie crossing the veiled border. We could just ask Millennial Tree Cookie, but that's no fun! It's about time for us to see if we are able to pass through the veiled border. Better get to analyzing! There's no telling what will become of the world. After all, that cookie simply bloomed from a flower. Nobody could have predicted what they would become. It's nothing. Nothing at all. There's no need to learn something you'll come to know someday. After all, once it's set into motion, all the timelines will inevitably get caught up in it.